Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be making Indian cabbage and potato coconut curry. Now the thing I really love about this dish is that it's got so many layers of complex flavors due to the Indian spices that I'm using in this recipe. The other thing that I really love about this dish is that it's a one-pot wonder. So there are all these different ingredients and vegetables that are combined in one pot, and it really makes for a substantial meal. If you pair that with basmati rice, you're really good to go. So without much further ado, here's how we make it. Alright, so let's get started on making the curry. I'm going to show you the principal ingredients or vegetables that are going to go in this dish. So first of all, I have one carrot that I peeled and cut up. And then here I have 3 medium yellow potatoes that I've peeled and cut as well. 2 tomatoes that I've diced. 1 cup of green peas. And 4 cups of shredded green cabbage. So I'm going to start by building the foundation to my curry. Now in most traditional Indian curry recipes, oil is used, but because this is a healthier and lighter version, I'm going to be using vegetable broth instead. To start off, I add in half a cup of vegetable broth. So with my vegetable broth in here, I'm going to be adding in the other ingredients. I have here 1 bay leaf. Now usually it's good if you can find Indian bay leaf. If not, I usually just replace it with a regular bay leaf. So it will give this curry a kind of fragrant and floral aroma. So in that goes. And then I have here my carrot that goes in as well. Next, I add in 1/4 of an onion diced, half a teaspoon of fresh minced ginger, and 5 cloves of crushed garlic. So I have all my ingredients in the pot. I'm going to turn on the heat, about medium heat, and then let this sort of heat up for about 5 minutes. I'm going to give this a stir. So it's been 5 minutes. Let's see what's going on. So this is simmering really well. I'm going to be adding in some coconut milk. This is 1 can of light coconut milk, and that goes in here. I throw in the potatoes into the coconut milk. So at this point, I'm going to turn it down to low heat and let this simmer. And in the meantime, I'm going to start adding my Indian spices. I have here mustard seed, and I'm going to be adding in half a teaspoon of ground mustard seed. Then I add half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of coriander, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of garam masala, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So now to balance out everything, I'm going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar. You can use brown sugar if you like, but I'm going to go with coconut sugar. I toss in 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar, and then I give this golden deliciousness a good stir. So it's smelling so amazing right now, you have no idea. It's making me so ravenous. I'm going to cover up my pot and let this go for 15 minutes until the potatoes are cooked.
Say you'll never let me fall if I stray away too far.
So now let me check on my curry and see how it's doing. Ooh, it looks beautiful. So it looks like my potatoes are pretty cooked. Now time to add in the green peas. Here's my 1 cup of green peas. I love the burst of sweetness that green peas give to this dish. Next, I'm going to add in my 4 cups of shredded green cabbage. I let the cabbage simmer in low heat for the next 8 minutes. I made basmati rice, which is an excellent sidekick to this curry. So now let's check on my curry. Oh yeah, it's looking so good. Now at the very last stage, I'm gonna be adding in my tomatoes that I've diced up. And I always save this for the last stage because I don't want this to cook in there and get all mushy. I want them to retain their form. And so they're gonna be crisp and fresh. So here we go. I turn off the heat and stir in the tomatoes. They look like red rubies in this melting pot of vegetable goodness. So this is the big moment. Look at that. Look at how luscious and creamy, vibrant this is. So now for the finishing touch, I'm gonna garnish with some cilantro on top of my curry. And then a few sprigs on top of the rice. And here you go. Doesn't that look stunning? So here's the big taste test. And I'm really excited because I'm super hungry. And this has my name all over it. So here we go. Curry rice. Oh my goodness. These Indian spices. I have that garam masala, the cumin, the coriander. I mean, everything has melded together so beautifully. And you know, this rice, nothing like basmati rice with curry because it really absorbs all the flavors beautifully. Look at that fresh pop from the tomato into my mouth. Excuse me. I got a jet. It's just me and my curry. Goodbye.
Don't be lonely. Who needs a boyfriend? I'll be there when you need care. Just call me on my own. But don't tell me all your secrets, dear. Knowing me, I'd never keep them, dear. It's safe.